introduction. My name is Allie. I work on the business development team for AppNexus.
And I'm Anne, and I'm a product line manager at AppNexus, based here in London.
And we're so delighted that you've chosen the right breakout session. So a quick look at the agenda. We're going to open the conversation with a generalized framework on what we define as buyer needs in the selection of a DSP. And then we're going to transition to a client case study about a London-based business that migrated from another DSP to APP. And then
we're going to look at some future investments of APP. So a very quick sneak peek into what we're currently working on now and what is coming later on in the year. And then we're going to look at, through that lens, two very interesting and exciting speakers for you, two clients. One talking about how they view viewability as the new currency. And then another giving you another spotlight on a very interesting exercise in customization.
Brilliant, brilliant. All right, so on to this pyramid. So in my role, I'm really fortunate because I get to speak to marketers and agencies and developers every day and understand what their needs are when assessing a DSP. And there are some themes that just continuously surface. And so I took the liberties of distilling these themes into what we're calling the buyer pyramid of needs. And so as you can see, there are 5 levels. And I've actually ordered the levels in terms of increasing customer value. So if we look at the base of the pyramid, we have brand safety and transparency. You know, I think Nigel this morning and also the gentleman from ISBA really touched on how brand safety has become table stakes for this industry. Therefore, we've put it at the base or the foundation of the pyramid. And then if you take it all the way to the top, you know, we had the pleasure of hearing from John at MIQ this morning about how he is actually differentiating his business by customizing our platform. And so we consider the top of this pyramid sort of the aspirational state of all the possibilities for differentiation that you can take advantage of with APP. So I'm going to unpack each of these levels a little bit more. Brand safety and transparency. You know, unfortunately, fraud and non-transparent fees continue to be a pain point for our industry. So when Anne and the rest of the product team went about redesigning our DSP, they put brand safety as the foundational layer to the platform. So what does that mean? It means anytime you purchase an impression, there is a pre-screening process to ensure that that impression is in keeping with all of our policies. Those policies not only relate to fraud, but also hate speech, porn, all that terrible, nasty stuff that we prevent from coming into the platform. Another point related to brand safety and transparency is the ability to ensure you're getting access to the most direct and secure path to supply. And this is where our relationships with AppNexus direct publishers really facilitates buyers in having a one-to-one relationship with their inventory sources. Okay, next up the pyramid, we have scale. So this vast expanse. I find this image very soothing. I don't know about you. So on scale, what do I mean by scale? So for me, this is really about the ability to reach audiences across different devices, but also different formats. So it's all well and good if you have these brand safety protections in place, but then if you can only access a minority of your users, well, that's not really an effective DSP. So again here, AppNexus is uniquely positioned by having not only a buy side of our platform, but also a sell side. And so this is where buyers benefit from 100% cookie match with AppNexus direct publishers, but also a direct supply path that really facilitates GDPR compliance, something that Julie and Mark just spoke about. Okay, so one level up yet on this customer value chain. Performance. I love race cars. I've never driven one, but I love them. I feel excited just looking at it. Performance. You know, you have a safe platform. You have a scalable platform, but if it's not delivering results, it's a bit irrelevant, right? And as marketers are increasingly turning towards outcomes, we need to be able to empower buyers with a tool that delivers outcomes. So Anne touched on this earlier. We've invested in machine learning as the foundation of the platform, but also something called programmable splits. So that, okay, on the one hand, for certain campaigns, you may feel comfortable optimizing to an out-of-the-box KPI. But for others, perhaps some of the stuff MIQ is doing, you want the toolkit to actually customize and create your own granular KPIs and your own custom bidding solutions. APP enables all of that. Okay, now on to efficiency. So we have a safe platform, we have a scalable platform, we have a platform that's delivering better outcomes. Now this really nice to have is, can the platform be efficient, right? So when I talk to buyers, I hear a lot of, okay, we want a workflow that's intuitive. We want a system that has APIs so that we can automate. APP enables all of that. We've actually seen for the customers who were on our legacy DSP and who have made the switch to this new platform, they're actually saving 2 to 3 hours per day per trader, right? Talk about an intuitive workflow. And then finally, the notion of customization. We have a fun story about this slide. Anne and I were sort of reflecting on all the imagery. We thought, gosh, all of these images look so masculine. So we asked the designer, would it be possible to have, some more feminine shirts? What I find so funny is these are still, men's shirts. They just happen to be pastel. So
we really tried.
we did. So for customization, I think MIQ really told a phenomenal narrative here. I think in a world where walled gardens are becoming increasingly closed off, the ability to partner with a platform that enables you to customize the kit is really all the more important. And so this is down to not only the programmable splits that enable you to program the bidder itself, but also the open APIs. So every single component of the UI is enveloped in an API, and buyers have the ability to not only automate, but build on top. And we have the pleasure of hearing some case studies about that later in the session. So to summarize, on this buyer pyramid of needs, we have customization, efficiency, performance, scale, brand safety, and transparency.